Hey everybody, welcome to Far Out Dude Reacts.
I'm one of your hosts, Joseph.
And I'm one of your nuclear reactors, Paul.
Oh, nuclear reactors.
Because
huh?
you're
It's
not
nuclear.
you're not a host,
Uh-huh.
you're a reactor today.
Oh.
You're going to be
okay.
reacting to the images that I have brought for you to react to.
And it's nuclear, not nuclear.
It's nuclear.
Okay.
So,
What do you got?
this week we have
Oh, I'm reacting again.
a
That's
little bit of history
Oh.
and some of the medical devices and basically medical devices, medical medicine, and things of that nature from our past.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Our past?
Many years past.
Okay.
Because we're
very old.
basically reincarnated from past lives.
Yes.
No, from the world's past, right?
Yes.
Some different items that were used for various medical treatments.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first one is this one.
Okay.
Okay,
What's happening?
now what is happening? What do you think is happening?
Turn that a little bit this way so I can see it.
What do you
It
think
looks
is
like a
happening?
giant lampshade. Like he's just in a giant lampshade.
So this was a device that was used for people who thought they were lamps to actually have a shade over their head. It was they were mentally ill,
okay.
who felt that they were lamps, and so this was a giant lampshade for them.
Are you serious right now?
No, I am not. This is
I
not-
didn't know there were that many people sick that way that they made this for
They were
them.
like, we need to make a device. No, this is actually what you would call a optokinetic nystagmus something.
Nystagmus.
Nystagmus?
Mm-hmm.
A Catford drum, basically what it was called.
A Catford drum?
A Catford drum.
Oh.
Okay, so basically this little thing, it was a metal cylinder,
Uh-huh.
okay, that they drew lines on the inside and they would spin it.
Oh.
And so what it would do is help to determine if you had motion sickness.
Oh.
And so it would spin and spin and spin, and then they would turn it off, and they would just observe the individual to see how if they got motion sickness or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an odd way to do it, but
And,
all right.
well, and then you see like these other devices nowadays. You see like the little spinning, and you can see like little things moving if it's spinning often or
No,
whatever.
I have
Anyway.
no idea what you're talking
They
about,
also
honestly.
said that it also called mood changes, but I didn't get too far into it. But I just kind of wanted to show you the picture and say
Didn't
that
go down that rabbit hole?
No, I didn't go down that rabbit hole. But it was basically a device that they used for to diagnose.
He looks
motion.
like he has his mouth on something. That's why I was like, oh, lamp people.
Yeah.
Okay.
These were the native lamp people of North America.
They're here before anyone else.
All right, you ready for this next one?
Definitely.
This one's gonna be an interesting one for you. I want to.
Okay.
I want to see what your thoughts are and what you think this may be.
Just my first reaction.
Yeah.
It looks like a anal device to like hurt people or cure syphilis or something.
Well, first the name is
uterine
uterine
supporter.
supporter.
I'm guessing women put that on so they don't have to get up. They can just keep cleaning or doing whatever they have to do since it's at the bottom. I don't know.
Keep
It's called
cleaning. What
uterine
is this
supporter.
for though? What do you think that it's?
I just told you. I think it's for women to sit down and work or do their duties and be able to pee and not have to get up.
Oh, so it's a device that captures urine.
Yes.
Close.
Uh-huh.
It was actually a device used so that it would catch their menstrual cycle fluids,
So it's like the first, what do they call it?
like a maxi pad.
No, it's like the cone that women put in them.
Oh yeah.
To
I don't
catch
know
it.
What is it. I forget what it's called. I don't know. It's that
I
weird
don't know
little.
why I'm looking at AJ like,
Yeah.
you should know.
It's that weird device that they put inside.
Yeah, it's like rubber. They
Yeah. So this is
put up their cooch.
that's a good example.
Mhm.
It's literally the first thing that that captures their menstrual fluids coming out.
Okay.
Let's just say it was like
Glad
a
you showed me
little
this.
kind of like a tin metal thing that actually went up. So I would say that it's not very comfortable. Actually, let's see. Let's read the
No.
description. It says in wide, hard rubber cup
Okay.
held in place by small white rubber tubing. Okay. That's weird.
What? I guess that's the white tubing on the sides.
I
or
guess so.
leading up to it.
That's weird.
That held in place by that.
And they said,
I guess it's like it's I guess it's stiff to where like they're adjustable or something.
okay. That's
I don't freaking know.
That's pretty weird.
I've never worn a uterine supporter before, so
this whole
and it's only $1.19.
this is definitely a device of the patriarchy here.
Yes.
very misogynistic, not really thinking of women at all.
No. Well,
but then
they
women
are thinking
today
of them.
are actually using that.
well, it's not a whole garment to put on. It's not made of hard rubber either.
I like that it looks like a chastity belt.
That's what I thought it was at first until I saw a uterine supporter. So,
Before you actually read the words on it.
yeah.
Okay.
What's the next one? What do we got?
Here we go. What do you think that is?
It looks like another torture device for bad children now. Like Krampus should be using this or something.
Basically who they felt that children are mentally evil in their minds, they would use these to strap them down so that they can be better children.
Yes, and they like drill into their teeth so they can put that horse thing in their mouth.
No, that's not actually what it is.
Oh, it's a click to add title.
Yeah. It's actually, it was a device that if you weren't growing properly, it was
pulls
used
you?
to help stretch you out so
Oh,
you can start
boy.
catching up with the rest of the people.
So what you're telling me is
They didn't allow you to be short back then.
you did. You're dead. They kill you like the
You weren't
Greeks.
allowed.
But dumb devices like this have been around forever then, because there are devices like that still.
And I just made that up too. It's not what it was for.
Oh, okay.
It was
makes sense.
It was a medical device to help with scoliosis, to straighten out the back. So
that makes
basically,
more
they would
sense.
so they would put this on the children who had scoliosis and try to basically stretch them, trying to stretch out the back.
Straighten it out.
Before they knew much about scoliosis and that you just stretching the neck would not, they thought it was like a cartoon where you would just like,
yeah. It's like just an accordion. You just pull it and it just snaps.
stretches back into place.
You don't stretch enough.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one. Here we go. Ready?
Yes.
You ready for this?
Yes.
What do you think this device was?
Octopus?
What do you think this device was for?
To help women and their ageness to not get
That's close.
wrinkles or anything.
It's along those contexts.
Okay.
Okay. It's not for wrinkles.
Yes.
Okay.
Vanity has been around for a while.
But it does have to do with vanity.
okay.
Okay. It was basically a device to show the imperfections of a woman's face.
Oh, nice.
So she knew exactly how to apply her makeup.
Gotcha.
So
it's like it's
Yeah.
just to help you feel worse about yourself.
Basically.
Gotcha.
So imagine like this would okay, this is what perfection looks like. And that woman would put it on. And she'd be like, oh my God, this is like
This
awesome.
is how imperfect you are.
She would literally have to walk around looking like a clown because that's how much makeup she would have to put on because this device would tell her she was ugly.
I know it's uneven, but it gives me perfect angles.
It told me that I needed to put my eyebrows super thick.
Man, women have been going through this stuff for so long.
Well,
I
it
feel
just-
bad for them.
I think you had it right. I think this goes to show you that men really thought highly of women and they just wanted to do their best to come up with items that would help them just improve their lives.
Better.
Yes.
There's a patriarchy device, I would say this one's taking the cake right now.
We need you women to look better, and here's a device to help you apply your makeup properly.
We need you to look better,
obviously-
and here's a device to show you all your faults.
Here's the next one. Ready for this?
Yes.
All right. How about that?
Nervous pills.
pills.
I'm just going to take a guess right off the bat. There's like cocaine or methamphetamines in there.
Close.
Because
Close.
that's what
But what do you think this is for?
for women who are pretty much have mental issues.
Okay.
It's
It's on the pill, too. It's on the pill bottle.
Oh, that they're nervous? Oh, yeah. That was right, for female hysteria.
Yes.
So,
So back then, as we know, men would just want to help out.
yeah.
And we know how women just complain about everything and just have all kinds of troubles.
Hysteria.
Well, back then, they actually came up with the perfect pill, and it was called the nervous pill. Okay? And it would help women with all that hysteria that they had.
Yes.
You know?
Crazy women.
Yes.
Where are those pills now?
And so, yeah. So basically, these pills had a lot of opioids and things on there. They're basically what we would call today benzodiazepines.
Oh, benzos.
So basically like clonazepam or like Xanaxes or Valiums or things like that. So basically, well, Valium is more of an opioid, but I would say that's probably a more closer relation to what those nervous pills were.
Yeah. So the phrase "on the Benz" had,
Yeah.
had a long history.
Yeah. How do you like that?
It doesn't surprise me, but it reminds me of that doctor who would cure women's hysteria by stimulating them to an extent. It's just like, how is that going to cure them at all?
I feel like this was a feminist who like came up with this article that I looked up, because there's a lot of feminine items in this particular article that I saw, but I think they were just pretty interesting too. I mean, when they were like, oh, medical histories from the past, and then like
it's all
half of them
stuff.
are our women's stuff. Like, okay, I'm sure there were other things. Can you share those too? But I definitely see how women were definitely top priority for men back then, though.
Oh, for sure.
The thought process that men came up, to help them.
We need you to be 10 out of 10s every time.
All the time. Okay, how do you like that? How do you like this one?
This looks like, again, a torture device.
Yeah.
But if I have to guess.
The woman in this picture looks like she's having a wonderful time. I mean, look at those eyebrows. She definitely was using the device from the previous.
She's saying, I can't move or this device won't work. But if I had to guess, this is like stretching out her skin to get rid of wrinkles or something like that, which is like the opposite effect of what stretching the skin would do.
All right. No.
Oh.
It has nothing to do with beauty, actually, this particular device.
Women hysteria.
No. This is actually this could be used by men or women.
Oh, wow.
It was actually a mask that
Unisex.
so it held a lot of ice. So those are ice cubes.
Oh, for beauty.
Yeah. No. Not for beauty.
Oh, okay.
For hangovers. This was a device to help with hangovers.
She looks hungover.
Yeah.
She looks like she's gonna lay here.
She looks like she's staring into the abyss of nothingness right now.
She's like, why did I do what I did?
Yeah.
Just regret in her eyes. And not so much that she drank too much last night, but that she put this stupid contraption on her face.
She's like, now look at what I have to do is put this dumb device on my face.
Does it come with that little bib too?
Yeah.
Water doesn't.
So as the water drips on you, you don't like walk out like you just came out of a pool or something. All right. So there's that one. Here is this one.
Oh, just straight heroin. Cool.
Just the heroin everyone's been looking for. What do you think? What do you think this one is for?
I think they put this as like a cure-all.
Yeah.
Or something to the extent of hysteria.
Yeah. So obviously for women again.
Oh,
okay. And not necessarily just for beauty.
It's heroin.
It's heroin. Okay.
Yes.
So if you weren't addicted to anything, you would definitely be addicted to something then.
You're feeling depressed or sad?
Yeah.
Here's heroin to help take your mind off those things.
Yeah.
Now you really got an issue or problem to be sad about.
So basically, it kind of almost goes on along the lines of the nervous pill, but it would help with anybody with mental disorders to help them kind of calm them down and relax them. It had chloroform in it.
Alcohol.
Chloroform and a little bit of heroin.
If heroin wasn't enough, you got alcohol and chloroform in there.
Definitely something. It says something at the bottom. Say may have
with peppermint to taste.
Yeah. Basically, if you want to knock out for the day, this is what you want, bros.
Boy, that'll knock you out.
And I feel good. See, back then it was okay. I mean, the bottle literally said heroin on it.
Yes.
Come and get your fix, guys.
And you probably didn't even need a prescription. There's probably like medicine men out selling this stuff.
You literally go to the local pharmacy and you're like, hey,
can I get some heroin?
Yeah. Hey, I've heard this heroin y'all have really relaxes everybody. You think I can get a little dab of that? Little.
You'll be first time's always free.
Yeah, there wasn't street pharmacists back then. They were just straight up pharmacists. Okay,
who were also grocers and cattlemen. Yeah. So there was no like PhD back then.
You definitely this was to avoid addictions by taking up an addiction.
You won't be addicted to anything else.
Just the heroin.
The strongest drug to get addicted to.
Literally, just take this every day for the rest of your life. And
you don't have a choice.
Die early.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah. It won't give you a choice. All right, next one. What do you think this little contraption is?
To give you dimples.
Did you see the slide before?
No, but it's just pushing in your cheeks so much. It's either give you dimples or to like shape your chin or something.
It is for dimples. So
some people don't give them naturally. #blessed. I'm gonna start turning this way. And
I'm literally complimented on the one that I have on this side.
I have too. This one's more, but you can see this one too.
He has butt cracks on both sides.
Yes,
That's what they look like, dimples.
they call me old asshole chin.
Yeah. But that's another beauty device that I believe was actually requested by women. They wanted to be able to have dimples. And this was a top seller back then.
I can see the like.
And would you say that she used the previous device to put on her makeup properly, or would you think that she...
I think she hasn't used the device to show her flaws yet, so she needs to throw that octopus mask on herself now too.
I think what happened is that she decided to opt in for the money she had to buy the dimple device. She was like, you know what? I don't know if makeup's going to help me, but this dimple device is going to give me some dimples in here.
Feature.
I mean, she's not an ugly woman, though.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell with a black and white picture, but, you know. All righty, next one.
Yes.
How do you like that device?
What is that? What? It looks like a gun or like a... I would assume women use that to cook, to grab hot things.
You think it's a giant spatula? I said medical devices.
Man. My mind went straight to cervix.
Yeah.
Spreading.
You think this is like a vaginal contraption that helped kind of for maybe gynecologists to look up the...
I can see, yes, but it's like the handle would block and like you don't have a clear vision of anything.
Okay. So one, wrong hole.
The butthole.
2, wrong hole.
Okay.
Okay.
No pun intended.
This is actually a device for a procedure inside the mouth.
Oh, okay.
What do you think that it could be?
Women hysteria.
For women's hysteria by basically chopping up their throat. No. It's actually a device for surgical tonsil removal.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look clearly at these particular circles right here.
They're open.
Okay. You see
They
this little
get to the
device is
tonsils.
almost like a syringe.
Uh-huh.
So there's little holes, but basically what they would put this inside the mouth, put it against the tonsils, and the tonsils will go through the swollen tonsils will go through the little holes.
Uh-huh. And they just
like a cigar cutter.
Uh-huh. Oh, those have blades to chop.
And would cut, and then they would give you some heroin and then go home.
They'd be like, here, throw the heroin in your mouth.
You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. You're just going to
trust me, the tonsils would be the last of your worries.
Your tonsils are good now, but now you're addicted to heroin.
Good luck.
But don't worry. We got some hysteria pills to go along with it.
That's just more heroin.
Okay. So what do you think about that, huh?
It's pretty interesting. And not just women-based.
It's not a woman base. It can be used for male or female tonsils.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think about this device here? Let me make it a little bit bigger for you.
Yeah.
What do you think this device is?
Like to test hearing?
Okay, put your hand and your foot in water so we can
I
test.
didn't even notice.
So we can test your hearing.
I'm looking at like the device.
That's a possibility. You know,
it just shows.
Hey, put your hand in here so we can know if you hear well. You know,
it just shows how terrible I am at seeing details. I just looked at the device and then the cord going.
Didn't
in his ears.
notice the weird man in the side with his hand in water and
he's getting a mani-pedi while he's testing his hearing. Okay.
Yeah, it's you can get. It was a shop where you can go get your both mani-pedi plus get your hearing tested.
You got what's his name's Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. Why can't you have this? Let's see. What is this? To test your something. I don't know, your electricity throughout your body to see how statically charged you are or whatever.
That's close.
What is it?
And it's basically an EKG device.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So this was obviously needed to be operated by multiple people.
Yes.
And now with today's technology and advancements, we wear it around our wrist to get our heart rate.
I would rather do that. That seems more fun.
Yeah. That seems more,
move this 2-ton device in here. Let me roll up my sleeves and my
Let's check
my
your
pants.
heart. Let's check your heart rate by
just to check the heart rate. Get in this device
so we can see what's going on with your heart.
Touch your veins. No, get in this device.
Yeah.
What do we got?
That's it. That's it.
So those were very interesting. I've never seen them.
Yeah.
I can say.
Right?
Mhm.
Pretty crazy. I thought that would be interesting. I thought it'd be something good to react to. But if you have any of those medical history devices, or know of any of the ones that we've talked about, or have any comments, suggestions, or anything like that for us to react to, like, share, subscribe, give that to us in the comment section, or email us, because we do put our podcast email in the description. So like, share, subscribe with your friends, and
This is the end.